his awareness of organ donation, something that my next guest is forever grateful for. In 2015, Fatima was just 2 years old when she was diagnosed with a rare liver disease, leaving her critically in need of a transplant. At that time, the gorgeous 22-year-old Tom Wilson died after a freak accident whilst playing hockey. It was Tom's liver that saved Fatima's life, but not only that, Tom's organ donations went on to transform and save the lives of 50 people. It's an extraordinary story. Fatima and her mum Lubna join me now, alongside Tom's mum Lisa. It's a very different experience for me saying those words with you sat there, because it's very difficult not to feel everything that I know people must feel for you. It's kind of a remarkable thing that you have done, Mum, to be able to go out there and talk about this. And tell me a bit about Tom and what sitting next to this gorgeous little pixie that is Fatima means to you.
It means everything, because Tom was young, fit, healthy and sporty. And when he had his accident, it was my late husband in the middle of the night who said, Lise, there isn't anything Tom can do for anybody now. There's nothing anybody can do for Tom, but there is something Tom can do for others, organ donation. And if my stomach hadn't turned 1,000 times that night, it turned again, but I realised my husband was right. And by making that decision and finding out Tom had signed up as a fresher at university and was on the register, it was the least that we could do to think, right, Tom's life wasn't in vain. How could we help others? And so we agreed. And Tom went on, as you said, to help save and improve the lives for his organ and tissue donation of 50 people. And at the time in hospital, I didn't have that crystal ball. I couldn't see the people who were waiting for transplants.
Because you were in your pain.
Oh,
and of course
so
you can't imagine little girls and little boys and grown men and all the people who he touched.
So now to know and to meet the people who are alive because of Tom is just so special. And the sporting connection is wonderful, because Tom was sporty, my husband was a sports journalist. It's wonderful. He would be so pleased.
He'd be so proud.
He would.
Of Fatima. And Lubna, tell me a little bit about, because of course, I think in individual ways, both of your stories are what parents dread. A sick child or a healthy child who is just taken from you in a free, both of your experiences as parents are, as a parent, the thing that you dread. It's every day you think, I just hope they're okay. And for you at that time, you were facing a different kind of nightmare, weren't you?
We were going through our own hell at the time, and it wasn't just a hell that would last for a day or an hour or a very short amount of time. It was for months and months.
And there was going to be, at some point, there was no coming back from it.
Yeah, there was.
You didn't find a liver.
Yeah, it could have been potentially very, very bad. We didn't know what to expect, and the inevitable was,
Yeah, and tell me what it was like when you get the call to say, we have a liver.
Yeah, no, that call was just, it was everything. Words can't even describe it, because it's that hope that there is a chance, that someone's given us a chance, to live. And it was just, I can't describe it. It was just amazing.
And it's extraordinary because, of course, at the same time you were going through your grieving and you couldn't imagine whose life was going to be touched. Presumably at that time you couldn't think who's died for this moment. It's such an extraordinary thing, donation, isn't it?
At the time, I remember, because when it sinks in that there is a potential liver that's ready for you, that we could maybe get. There is obviously that thought that, and it was bittersweet. I can't describe that feeling. It's something tragic has happened.
Absolutely.
And because of that tragedy, my girls got another chance at surviving. So it's something I cannot describe. It's a really weird feeling. Yeah. And then when they mentioned the age of Tom, 22 at the time, I just, that even worse. You just think, wow, that was a person who had his whole life ahead of him.
But I'm so lucky that Fatima's mum, Lubna, wrote to me. I wrote to them, they wrote to me. I'm so grateful. We both wanted to know about each other. And some donors' families don't ever get in contact with the recipients. Some recipients find it really hard to write and say thank you, but I'm lucky that they did, because now I've got an extended family.
Well, you
So from my
have.
tragedy, I've
We do
have.
indeed. But,
And Fatima,
managed to do
tell
that.
me about the transplant games. What are you doing at the games?
So I'm going to be like doing swimming.
Do you like swimming?
My
Yeah.
favourite sport.
Is it your favourite sport? That's exciting. And I think you're doing more than one event, aren't you? What else are you doing?
I think I was going to do cup stacking and obstacles.
And an obstacle course. So do you like sport? Do you enjoy running around and being energetic and everything?
Yeah.
Yeah. And that's lovely. And what do you think of Lisa? Are you friends with each other?
Yeah.
Is this Auntie Lisa to you?
And with Pippa, you've got a big
doesn't want to
sister.
hold my hand.
Of course, let me see, because there's a lovely family photograph. I don't know if you've already shown it. I was too busy looking at you guys, but
Yeah.
there's a family photo, of course, you, Lisa, with that's Fatima there, I think, is it? No,
That's when we first met.
that's
at the
when you
park.
first met.
Mm.
But I want to see the family photo with Tom,
The selfie.
the selfie, if we have it,
Yeah.
because that was your family at that point. And of course, what we haven't mentioned is that your husband died.
I did. I lost both boys
You lost
within
both-
2 months of each
I
other.
can't bear it. It's so, I can't believe how strong you are as a person. But that family photo has been turned into something like this, hasn't it? This is your new family.
And through the Westfield Health British Transplant Games, I've gained even more friends now. I've got so many friends who are from the games.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to seeing at least, because we've had a 3-year break from newborn.
And we haven't got time to fully talk about this, but this here is Tom's baton, which is going to be handed over from Fatima.
With Fatima and Gordon,
Gordon,
to
who is somebody
my
who
good
got
friend
Tom's
Karen
part.
from the Donor
Yeah.
Family Network, on stage
Amazing.
tomorrow at the opening ceremony
Good.
of the
Now,
British
I
Transplant
picked that up.
Games.
It's quite heavy, Fatima, so I think you need to go off and do some press-ups, do some weightlifting. Show me your weightlifting moves. That's it. Do some weightlifting for that. Good girl, yeah. We wish you all the best. What a gorgeous